This can't really be happening. Lord, what's going on? I don't even believe this is happening to me. I'm so confused. I just don't know my left from my right. Will I ever get better? Will the Lord ever help me? Will I continue to keep going down this road and in this path of destruction? Lord, what must I do? Those are some of the questions that we all yell out when we're in distress. Those are some of the questions we all yell out when we finally see that we can't do it on our own. And we're finally, at least for the moment, are making it seem as though we need the Lord. I mean, because, hey, let's be real. Everybody that calls on the Lord doesn't believe in the Lord completely. They may have some things that they believe, but they don't believe in it completely, which means if you're not complete with the Lord, you're still lost. Now, I want to just say this for those of you who don't know. God, he never wants us to be confused about who or whose we are or where we're going. Matter of fact, in 1 Corinthians 14 and 33, it says, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. Now, if you want to know something, we're gonna get away from the Bible real quick, but we're gonna come back. And I just want to ask you a common sense question. If you want to know something, the answer to something, what do you all do? I'm just giving you a second to think about it. Which some of you got the answer right away. But stop overthinking what I'm saying, and with common sense, just put this answer together. When you want to know the answer to something, what do? You ask questions. Now, a lot of people ask questions when they want to answer. And whatever the answer is that they're given, they just accept it. That's not how it goes. Because people will lie to you. People will tell you stuff that's wrong to make you look bad because they know you'll go back and repeat it thinking it is right. And they don't care how you look once it's funny to them. It's theatrical. That's the same thing with the devil. He put blinders on you like a horse on a racetrack to try to stop you to see what God has in store for you. And he leads you astray. And when you ask the Lord, why me, or what's going on, or Lord, I'm so confused, the first thing you do is, when you get that first answer that may not be coming from the Lord, you run with it. I've told you all the time before, the devil will make things look good. And everything that you get, even though you think it's a blessing, it's not a blessing. Because the Lord will not give you more than you can bear. Now, you may be asking for something, and you know doggone well if you got it, you can't take care of it. You can't afford it. You can't do what with it. You can't do nothing with it if something tears up. You want that house, but you want a big house. But you ain't thought about that utility bill. You ain't thought about the plumbing. You ain't thought about the lawn care. You ain't thought about the roof. You ain't thought about the property tax. But Lord, I want that house. Lord, please allow me to get a house and be able to handle all that comes with it. I ain't saying you ain't praying for it that way, but a lot of you are just asking for the house. Lord, please help me get a car. You don't just want a regular car, because no, you want to be seen in something fancy. But you ain't thought about that oil change. You ain't thought about that muffler. You ain't thought about them digital controls in these vehicles these days. You ain't thought. Look, the oil change in itself in some of these fancy cars costs over $300. That's a car note. And don't let me talk about the gas prices that we got going on right now. Some of y'all are content with catching that bus. But anyway, back to the lecture at hand. There's nothing confusing about the Bible. They say that the Bible contradicts itself, and a lot of people, I used to say that, because there are parts in there I'd read, and then somewhere else in the Bible I read, wait a minute, now that's not what it said over there. But the Lord is not a God of confusion. And with anything in life, going back to when I say if you want to know the answers to something, what do? You ask the question. You have to ask yourself, what do I need to do to get down to the bottom of this? Now, the just outright number one answer is get some God in your life. Carry God with you throughout your day, every day, and things will be fine. Oh yeah, you still gonna have some problems. You're gonna have some problems. That's life. Life comes with problems. But you will not be taken out of here. Look. If somebody comes to you and slap you in your face, and you one of them Billy Bad Butts, you gonna fight them back. You just ain't gonna let them do you any kind of way. That's what you have to do with the devil. When he come up to you and he's trying to make you feel a certain way and he's trying to take you away from the Lord, fight. As my grandma used to say, scratch and claw their eyes out. When the devil approaches you with some foolishness, something that ain't of God, fight. Fight until you can't fight no more. The Lord wants you to fight for him. He's going to help you in your battle, but he wants to know that you're willing to fight for him. Don't get it confused. Read your Bible. And yes, sometimes when you get to certain parts of the Bible, it's going to seem confusing. But you ask the Lord with understanding. Just like if you're in school and you read something in your textbook and you don't understand it, you ask that teacher. And what is that teacher supposed to do? Give you understanding of what you are confused about. The same thing with the Bible. Read that Bible, and if there's something in there that you're confused about, ask a preacher, or ask somebody that you think knows the Bible. But don't stop there. Ask the Lord, Lord, please give me the right direction and some understanding of this, what I just read. Because I want to know you completely without being confused. Get the God that you should be serving and not these idol gods, and you bring him into your life. Look, let me just go a different route. There are some people who carry guns. Not every state now, makes you have to have a concealed license, but there are some people out there, everywhere they go, they're carrying a gun or a knife for protection. Do the same thing you do in your everyday life that you think makes sense. Do that same thing with God. Get God in your life and everything will make sense. What you got that gun and that knife for? Oh, for protection. Can it protect you more than God can? I don't know what your mind frame about it is, but I'm just asking. You may pull that gun out and pull the trigger and nothing happens. You may pull that knife out, and when you try to pull it open, it's stuck. It won't even come out. That's a possibility. But when God takes control, oh boy, it ain't no questioning that it's going to be taken care of and taken care of properly. I ain't going to make this no long video. I just came to y'all today because, like I wanted to say, there are some of you who are confused, myself as well, about a lot of things that we read in the Bible and a lot of things that we've heard from our grandparents and great-grandparents and mothers, and, and we're like, well, I don't, I hear you, but I just still don't understand. Get some God in your life. Take the Lord with you every day in everything that you do. And you will be on the right path, because he will remove that confusion and add peace into your life. And ain't nothing like peace, y'all. Nothing like peace. If you ain't never had no peace, Lord, I pray, Lord, anybody who has never had peace in their life, Lord, please let it rain down on them. Because if you ain't never had peace, you ain't never been happy. If you ain't never had God, you ain't never been happy. You might have thought you felt some kind of way, and you might have felt some kind of way. I can't say you didn't. I can't say if you didn't have God in your life, you don't feel happy. Because let me retract that. Because there are a lot of people, again, who get what they think is a blessing. Satan lays it out there. Satan gives you a good spread. He makes it look real nice. And a lot of you know half the time that it ain't of God, but you still want that. You want it. You want it. For sure. Hey, you see my new car? Yeah, I just got it. It's paid for too. Oh, I got the keys yesterday. You know I got my own house now. Yeah, Okay. Can't afford nothing in it. Can't get your groceries. Can't get your gas. But you're still trying to show out. That ain't of God. When God give it to you, you ain't got to worry about nothing but enjoying it. God gave you life. So don't worry about nothing but enjoying it. Let me go. But like I was saying, though, really and truly, and I want y'all to understand, God is not, he is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So whenever you need some understanding, when you need some clarity, when you need to know anything, ask God. Talk to him just like you talk to me. He listening. Get him. Hold him. Take him through your day, every step of the way that you're going. Matter of fact, let him guide your steps. And you can never be lost. You can never go wrong. You'll never be led astray. Till my next one, y'all. I want y'all to know that God loves you. And he'll never leave you. You may leave him, but he ain't gonna never leave you. Talk to y'all later.